My name is Nick Butlin. I work for a company called KiWi Power. We're a demand response aggregator. So we're a smart grid company, and one of the core pieces of business we do is take lots of people who use energy in various settings, commercial industrial consumers mostly. We take their loads, things like chillers, so on a hot day today like today. We sign up hotels. There are a number of hotels around London. This isn't one of them that will be operating in demand response programs, which means that we sign them up, we install metering, we install equipment, and we take those things, we put them into portfolios, and we dispatch them, so we turn down their energy usage, and that basically provides the power back to the grid, and that gets paid for just the same as turning up the power output of a gas power station. So hopefully that will help my colleague Phil, who is tag teaming straight after me. He will have a few extra seconds to explain his project. So what we did essentially was we have a lot of large commercial industrial customers. We want to bring in smaller customers. Now, the cost of install, cost of enablement, getting these customers up and running can be quite expensive. At the beginning of the process, we were talking about £5,000 cost of install. It's now about £1,000. We want to bring that right down to a few £100s so that we can get absolutely everybody, as many people as possible involved in demand response. So the idea of this project was to take some of those open source type technologies, things like for the tech geeks out there, things like the Raspberry Pi and the Arduino, all very exciting, all very cheap, very low cost. But to use some of those ideas, combine them with some interesting architectures, and create something that's very cheap, very easy to fit, low cost, get it out there and get people into demand response. Now, as I say, this was mostly for SMEs. It was also to start looking at domestic microgrids. I see there's a few people out there today who are looking at domestic microgrid. And that was very much part of what we wanted to do. So we've created this thing. The unit cost is very cheap right now. There are still some things in there which rely on proprietary libraries. So we want to remove those proprietary libraries and actually make this thing open source completely. That's some way off, but we are currently installing these things out on sites. I'm not an electrical engineer, but this is the Rev B board for anyone that's interested, and soon the specs, the Eagle files, might be up on the internet for all to see. I've got 4 seconds, so I think I'll draw it there, close. Thank you.
Thanks, Nick.